Hey, it's Rody here. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've been doing lately for my workout wise, what I've been doing food wise, and how it's affecting and how that compound effect is really making a difference and changing my life. Since January 4th, I've lost right around close to 30 pounds. I've lost 20 some inches. I've continually gotten better, toned and in shape with what I'm doing. And so, it didn't happen overnight, though it has happened quite quickly. And it's amazing what happens when you do the certain things for your body that work. And for me, that is number one, working out 6 days a week. I think I used to work five out. I used to try to work out 5 days a week. Sometimes it'd be four. Sometimes it'd be, three. But usually 5 days a week. The last couple of years, it's been 4 to 5. There's been a couple times where I'll jump into a program and do it for about 3 months and get it done. But then I go back to my 4 to 5. I've really stuck to 6 days a week this year. Haven't taken a break from that, and it has made all the difference. I see that sixth day. When you're talking about a 22-minute program or a 22-minute workout, in essence, that's still hitting all the major muscle groups, and it's not just cardio. It has a lot of cardio mentality to it because you're consistently moving the whole time pretty much. There's not really breaks. And then you have the ab functionality, which is huge for me, the core functionality of being able to work my core 3 times a week. That's what you do. And then working muscle groups for me as a big guy, it's really made all the difference. You're hammering legs every single day. You're hammering some kind of upper body every single day. Whether it be on the cardio days, you're going to do more burpees. On the more resistance days, you're going to be doing more push-ups, and then some other random, and everything involves core. So you're just continually having that core strengthened and worked on. I think the other biggest thing for me, and this has been a big transition this year, is really moderation in my food. It's really figured out a balance of eating properly on a consistent basis and having those few times a week where you actually cheat. And I'm not talking like I have an entire meal cheating throughout the week. I usually wait till one day and then I have a meal of a cheat, and then maybe if it might be a drink or even a coffee with white chocolate in it or something. That's my main treat for the weekend. As a treat, I also have a meal that might be a hamburger or something, and I just go for whatever I want. And that didn't happen the first 8 weeks of the year, but that has happened since. And I had to have some realistic lifestyle in there, and so I have done that. And then if the kids are eating a couple chips and they're still as good at chips as you can buy. They're still gluten free, whatever they might be, whatever Stacy finds, they're good for you, comparatively to a Doritos or a potato chip that's just pure grease and salt and junk that's on it all over the place, which I used to eat in not moderation. I think that's the biggest thing that's changed is I'll have one or two chips. I mean, we're talking one or two, maybe three, and it's not where I used to go, hey, there's some chips, there's 30 gone, and I'm having a massive amount of guacamole or salsa or whatever it might be out, or some kind of dip that we got from Trader Joe's that is fine if you have like 3 bites of it, but it's not fine when you have the whole bowl. And so I think that is the biggest thing, is just that moderation. I think the third thing is just really focused attention on it, not letting myself get back into those traps, get back into those recessive areas where my mind would just say, oh, it doesn't matter, it's not that big a deal. It matters. It always matters. And it's made a big impact. My body is changing a lot. I can see my body fat percentage go down, which is really all I care about. I don't really care about weight anymore. I'm about 250 to 253. Sometimes I'll go up to 255. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I feel good. And I think there's always changing your diet to change stuff up and see how that affects your body is important. But right now I'm in a very good spot of like consistent, I just need to do it now. And I don't have abs yet. I still have that chunk around my abs, but it's slowly coming off. And that's a big deal for me because that's been a goal that I've had for a long time. And I know it's just going to take time. It's just going to take work, eating right consistently for maybe a whole year. And then also, it's going to be just consistently doing ab work, building those ab muscles larger, and then having that full functional fitness of your arms and stuff. I do like some of the compound movements like deadlifts, squats, lunges, bench press, which after 22-minute hardcore, I want to go back to some of that stuff. And so I'm excited for that, to do that more regularly. But adding in Body Beast, those are the things that I really like. So anyways, yeah, it's been very, very cool to watch my body change. And I challenge you, I ask you to go and look at yourself in the mirror and see, because that's who you're going against, is you. It's not me, it's not the next person, it's not this guy over there with a giant six-pack, it's you. So look in the mirror and say, can I love you? And can I find that place that I'm happy with? And if I'm not, can I work consistently at it and not sabotage myself, which I do every single Christmas, every single holiday. It's like, oh, let me eat this and then 14 other things all at once. And it just beats myself up and I feel bad. I don't feel good about it. And so it's just consistency in not allowing yourself to go off the deep end. And I do that. I have those ADD tendencies, and I tend to just go all in and go crazy. And that means if I junk food's in front of me, I will go for it. And so, yeah, I just want you to be encouraged that it's a process. It takes time. It's taken me 4 years to get here. 2012 is when I started this journey, and now I'm getting there. I'm getting closer. I'm actually hitting goals that I've never hit before. Before in 2012, I in 6 months I was down 65, 70 pounds, down to 225 pounds. That's too light for my frame. I should not be that low. That's too skinny. It didn't have enough muscle mass. And so hitting around 250, I feel 10 times better. I feel way more energy, way better than I did then. And I had energy then, but now I can pick up my kids without hurting myself. I can do all kinds of stuff, and it's really fun. And I think that's what I've found. So I've evolved. And I think this is a much more consistent way of living life, the way I am now, than it has ever been before. And even with my buddies, and they will want to go out and have a beer or have something, like a drink, or just have some junk food, like a big burger and fries and whatever I want. I haven't done a lot of that yet, but I know I'll be able to have one or two here or there, once a week, once every other week, and be able to do that. But I think at the beginning, you have to get that mindset. I'm changing my mindset. I'm really going the whole route of that change. And I don't believe really in that 21 days of a habit. I need it longer. So for me, it hasn't worked 21 days. 3 months, now I'm really feeling just that standard. It is just the way of life. And I think that's important. And now that it's been over 120 days, it's become a lifestyle. And I think proving to myself that it's going to be over the next 6 months, over the next year, I think I'm really going to see a lot of change. So I'm excited to be on this journey. I love sharing it just because I hope it just encourages someone out there. If you're in that place, just take that step, whether it be with me or at the gym or with this person over here, and just getting that help. That's what you need. And just don't try to do it alone. If you try to do it alone, you'll probably fail. But if you have that support and you work with someone and you put your mind and your goals in front of that person and give them your mindset and say, this is where I'm at, this is where I need help, and being honest, you're going to see some amazing changes in your life. So thanks for listening. I hope this encourages you just a little bit. Have a great day. Thanks.